Hello again, welcome back to Japan Game Junk, and today talking a bit about a store visited on the 17th of November in 2024. This is the, what was it? Yes, Enter King, that's right. The Enter King entertainment store in Adachi Ward of Tokyo. It is supported by Sudagaya, meaning that basically it's they share different responsibilities, but basically it is a Sudagaya affiliated store. So with that, let me quickly go over something that might be of interest to you. This is in fact a very, very good store. Quite a bit is interesting there. And I think that it's probably pretty accessible for people without a car in Japan, or rarely for places I visit, although of course I did go by car. So things to note that were pretty impressive. For 2,600 yen, is a little bit dirty, a little bit scuffed, but a white PS2 Slim unit only, no AC adapter or anything, and that's pretty cheap actually, 2,600 yen. By the way, the reason why I went to the store was that PayPay, the popular barcode payment service in Japan, in Adachi Ward now many stores have 20% off anything you purchase with PayPay. Either 20% off or you get 20% back in points for money you use later. Either way, it's a great deal, and so I did go on this day to that store. So, these deals are even better if you use PayPay. So 2,600 yen for a white PS2 Slim. I already have one, so I didn't get this one, but that is very nice. Another thing that was very nice, for 9,000 yen, a Wonder Swan Swan Crystal. They've been getting up in price, and it's kind of hard to find one for under 10,000 yen, although you can. But here, 9,000 yen minus the 20%. Pretty big, right? Other things that you could find in the store in the display case. Gradius 2. For the PC, I believe the 9800 series was 11,200 yen. That's a lot. Let's see what else. For Goonies for MSX, 5,700 yen, a lot more than most you'd want to pay. But they also had quite a few MSX games on cassette and floppy disk, which are not as common to find these days. So if you're interested in those, they have those there, although they're kind of pricey, between 4,000 and 8,000 yen each, but I guess you're looking for that. A Pocket Challenge. Okay, this is a character LCD screen-based system released by Benesse, which is an education school here in Japan. And they had this thing where you could get cartridges to play word games, math games, English games, and stuff. So the system itself, the Benesse Pocket Challenge, including one cartridge in there, was 200 yen. I didn't get it, but you can get it if you want. But this store had a bunch of stuff super, super cheap in these big tubs, cables and such. And like even a working, I mean, it's so huge, you'd have to have a big place to put it. And if so, you'd have a better one anyway. Like a huge dishwasher, like a tabletop one, but a very big one for 100 yen, They have a bunch of stuff there that they got super, super cheap to sell off. So if you're a junker kind of person like me, then you might find stuff there to enjoy with that. Although nothing there they had that I needed. Nightmare for the MSX. I got mine for 3,000 yen. Here it was 7,800 yen, although this does have the box and mine did not. Same price for Twinbee, also for MSX. These are the ROM cartridge versions, by the way. Asuka 120% Maxima for Super CD-ROM for PC Engine, 7,200 yen. Not such a terrible price, but definitely I've seen it cheaper from time to time. Nintendo World Championships for the Switch Japanese version Special Edition, including the controllers and including all the extra stuff that came with the Special Edition, 7,000 yen. So you can save 2,000 yen on a recently released thing. So this one's kind of weird. Serial Experiments Lane, the PS1 game that's expensive everywhere I've talked about before, here was only 95,000 yen, where most places it's over 100,000 yen. And right beside it was the official strategy guide, still in plastic, for 24,000 yen. What is it with this game? I guess I just don't get it. Castlevania, the Game Boy Advance game. I believe the third one, I forget, it's the one with the white box. I kind of cut off, when I took the picture, I cut off the name here. But 40,000 yen boxed. That's crazy. Even more expensive than the complete Dracula X for PC Engine CD right behind it at 35,000 yen. Again, I hope no one gets it before I eventually go and get it, but for only 7,000 yen, you can get that PC Engine CD-ROM game at the Hard Off in Ushuku Ibaraki, which I talked about before. A number of PC Engine games there for between 1,000 and 2,000 yen, but all of them I already had. But one thing that was really weird was a very, very, very articulate Cammy. That is the Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 4 edition of Cammy. And she's got her painted on leotard there, looking very feminine. But her joints, they're like very, very articulated, right? So the joints are like those broken plastic things that look kind of weird. I prefer a nice solid figure myself, but if you want to play with it, this is better for you, I guess. Anyway, very, very nice looking, new in box, but it's 15,000 yen. A lot of money. Much cheaper and much sexier was Kasumi from Dead or Alive, that series. Very busty and very lovely figure. 3,700 yen, used but in good condition, in the box there. That would have been my choice if I were to buy one. Anyway, that's it for this time. It's a very interesting store. Please visit if you can. The Enter King in Adachi Ward of Tokyo. Definitely worth a visit. And I had even forgotten that day to go up to look at the Blu-rays, because I'm always liking to get some 4K Blu-rays, and I totally forgot to even go upstairs to look at those, and it was 20% off with PayPay, and I was really dumb. But anyway, that's my babbling finish. Bye-bye.